Right, so welcome back to Project Berlin. I believe it's part 8. I've lost track of the parts so far. Anyways, today is a very big day and there's a lot of stuff that's happening today. So we've had a surprise delivery for the car, which I wasn't really expecting at this point. But after being on waiting list for about 7 months, let me show you what came through. So we've got a knock on the door and we have got a dashboard for the car. So today we'll be skipping everything else. We'll be stripping the entire interior out. Seats, dashboard, center console, headliners, everything's going to come out. Replace that dashboard. We've got the dashboard and the dashboard airbag, and then we'll take it from there. Also the bonnet and headlight is ordered as well. Yeah, very expensive, weeks. So that should be on the way, and then we can slap that on. The only thing that's still we're waiting on or yet to be ordered is the front bumper. So apart from that, everything else should be done, and we are getting very close to the end of this. So you know what, we have a very long day, and let's begin. Right, so first thing first, we need to remove the steering wheel. There we go. Yeah. Right, so steering wheel comes out. Lovely. Free steering wheel, anyone wants it. Anyways, right. Next is trims. Cluster, then center console, all these trims, and there is come on boy, don't be shy, do not be shy, come off. So one side wants to come out. Fudging hell. Now we know there's one screw on the bottom down here, but that's for the bottom section here, which is down there. The top part has clips, but I don't want to scratch it, you know. That's going to be expensive as well, like everything else on this car, you know. Never mind, that one just came off really nicely. So there we go. Lovely stuff. And I think this one is just clips as well. Yep, it is indeed. So lovely, lovely, lovely. Happy days. Make sure to disconnect your trip reset switch. Done. You can make use of you now. Get him. Look, we've seen a ghost after some time. Look. Right. I need T25. So this part is. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you very much. So pull the screws in there so we don't lose anything, and trying to pull that trim off like that, but first needs the side one, this one, you know, where the air comes through, door, that one. So from the finger side, there we go. And now we can remove this. Happy days. Lovely. So we'll set this aside for now. Cluster and all of these trims. So what we need to do here is that you remove that one here, and then the glove box has screws, I think around the, I think it's 8mm, and there I think 2 underneath and 3/4 at the top. So we got that. Now these are the screws for the actual dashboard. So what we're going to do is, before all of that, we need to remove the cluster, but it is easier said than done. So let me grab some more tools, be back. The problem is we have them two over there, but the one at the back here, this plate is a bit stuck. Alright, oh man. Right, so we have removed the little plate from the back. And then there are 2 8mm screws. So these 2, put them in there, and now we have 2 more which are further in there. So we need extension. These are usually like hand tight, so you don't need like torque gun or anything like that. So we got them out now, and now it should be pretty straightforward, and the whole thing should just lift off like that. Lovely. Now you tilt it slightly to the side and remove these connectors, which are again easier said than done. So let's tilt it this way. There we go, and we have the entire instrument cluster assembly out. So we'll set this aside somewhere for now. Anyway, will do. And right, I need to protect the most cable so dust doesn't go in there. Special connector. So these are the fiber optic lines, and you don't want to damage that, so we'll protect that, leave that there. Now obviously we have the dashboard screws, which we can see now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then obviously the center console, all of this needs to come off now. So for that, what we will do now is we can also start removing these under trays and everything down there as well. But center console, so to remove, first of all we need to remove the rubber from the inside, this, and then what we do is, there's 1 screw in there, and then there's a little flap at the back here that you take off this, and then there are usually 2 screws in here as far as I can remember. Also for this part, this is just clipped in, so if we get, there we go, the entire shifter assembly, there we go, happy days. Obviously we need to remove the shifter as well, shifter knob, T27. Oh, whoa, shoes. I'll just drop that in there. Oh boy, that is solid as well. So we need to extract that somehow. And that's 2. And now there we go. So we have removed the cup holders. Good stuff. Now we have more torques. Come on, there we go. So that part goes, and then we have a small torques screw in there, which we will just release. And after that gets released, we basically slowly lift this out. Now there we go. Happy days. Oh, I have lost the screw up. So that one's there. I'll put this back on so that doesn't go anywhere. Right, so that is that part. Now we can move on to that cup holder. Needs to come off as well. So for that one, oh, we still got some change in the car. Look, we made 20. Let's see how much money we got in here. We made some money back on the car actually. Yeah, so we have 20, 40, 50, 4, 6. We got 58 pence that we made back. Wow, that's a lot of money. We literally now got the car for nothing. A couple of hairpins as well, and put that there. Make sure we chuck them away, because make sure no one steps on these. And now we can remove this rubber part from in here. Yep. And then there are those 2 screws in there, T25. Question is, how is this going to fit in there? Probably won't, and it doesn't. So now what we can do is the rear section of the center console, or well, the center console, just call it center console altogether. We can just lift that out. So make sure all the wires are disconnected. There you go. So this is literally your gear shifter mechanism, and this part can now just come off. There you go. Center console. Probably this is probably about $2,000 right here. I won't be surprised if it actually is as well. Right, so we got that part. Now we need to move on to these trims here. Also, you can leave the air vents here because the new one comes with one, luckily, and comes with that badge as well. What a beautiful badge, 1 of 999. Anyways, that's 1, and then that's 2. So we've got that removed as well. That'll stay there for now. And now what we can do is two 8mm. The problem is the heater is running and we don't want to drain our battery. You gonna start again? Maybe not. Right, so there are 2 more 8mm. Oh, it started again. Looks like we have to disconnect the battery after all, but let me quickly do this. Alright, so we can remove this now, and now we can pull this out as well. Of course, disconnecting the wires at the back. Which there are tons of them. So one there, one there. Happy days, and that's removed as well. Now this part, the glove box, and then the dashboard's coming off. Yes. Right, let me put all of this stuff aside. I don't want no scratches on my parts. There you go. So these ones are for that. They're slightly bigger, so we'll just leave that there. There we go. Nice. Set that aside, and now the glove box should just come off. Emphasis on should. So the question is it going to? Happy days. There we go. Right. So, wiring harness. So we are almost there, pretty much. Now what we need to do is remove like a few panels, the screws, and then that's it. The whole dashboard is about to come off. So let me quickly start removing the screws for this. Also, before I do that, I need to remove the A-pillar trim, and for that I need to remove this, and we have T25 again. So there you go. Then obviously when the airbag explodes, you can see the headline is going over the A-pillar trim. So there's one clip in here, and then the rest just pulls out. So all you gotta do is, that should have been popped already anyway because of the forces. And come on, there we go. It is a squeeze tight fit, but there we go. That's removed. Put that there so we don't lose it. This is going to go outside. Now we need to do the same on that side as well. All of this paperwork here. And now what we can do is, voila, whole piece comes out. Set this aside here for now, and we are getting very close now. Last panel is to this, and that one is again 1, 2. That one needs to come out as well. Question is how the, oh, we got it, right. And then we have the screw, but for that we need to remove the switch assembly. So remove this, and then there is a hidden one in there. There we go. So we got that one as well. Happy days. That, and now there we go. So that's that part. Now of course we have the one at the top there, and we can remove this one as well. There we go. That is pretty much the dash ready to be taken out now. So, and now what we do is the dash. 1, 2, 3, That side is all done there. So. There we go. And now we have also we need to cut the cable tie. Oh, what we are going to do with this? What the hell? How the hell does that work? That is soldered. What? Unless there's a connector further down there somewhere. I think it is. Are we ready? Is the question. I don't know if I am, but I need to do something with that wires at the bottom there. And all of these wires needs to be fed down here. So now I think we can access those wires. Where did I put the torch? Yes. Now that one is, and how are we going to disconnect that is the question. What a pain, isn't it? This is. Anymore? Should I just rip it out? We can just do with a dashboard delete, to be honest. That'll be some good weight reduction. Out of there. Ooh. Yep, that one is gone. So all we have to do now is of course there's another wire there as well. Oh man, it's getting ridiculous now. What is this wire for? It's not even connected to anything, you sausage. There you go. Right, try again, shall we? Are you ready? For the last time. If this doesn't work, then we'll give this car away. Yeah, we'll give it away for free. Man. Ooh, it actually worked this time. Happy days. Happy days. Alright. Wow. Oh, finally. It's out. And it's out. Old one, new one. Now we gotta repeat that entire process again. Problem is going to be feeding those wires through them small holes. That's going to be interesting. But we're going to take a 5 minutes break. I need to catch my breath, and then we'll move on to putting this one in. So yeah, getting close. Also, before we put that one in, we got to strip the headliner, so we still got a bit more work left. Right, let's take a break, man. Right, so the dash is out. What I have decided, we're going to leave the headliner in there for now, because I don't want it to get dirty in the garage. Then we'll do the headliner and the roof curtain and airbags later on. So what we're going to do is put the replacement dash back in, get this all done and dusted, and then we can concentrate on that one another time. So yeah, let's unwrap this one. Obviously be careful we don't damage it. And we are ready to put everything back in. So we got everything transferred. Yes, right, okay. Now this is going to be a tricky part. Good thing is it's not that heavy. Do you remember where all the wire goes? Oh man, okay, I need to feed them 2 wires here first. Which is over there. And they need to be fed through here. There you go. So that one is for that side. This one was for this side, I believe. Oh, shit. So what is happening with this airbag connector? Pull these ones through as well. So those ones belong there. Now we should be at the back somewhere there, but see it. I cannot see it. Right, so I was just looking at for no reason. This is the connector. I thought it was a thinner connector, but no, it's that one. So now the problem is, how on earth? Oh, you got it. And there we go. So this will then connect to. There you go. And this Iranian light sensor can then just clip in there. Happy days. Right, that's there. Now we can feed this one through there somehow and connect the Bluetooth, for I don't know whatever antenna that is. Ooh. Ooh. Right, so that's all of the connections made. Now we can slide this back into its position. Of course, it's never that easy. Oh, huh? That was easy. How about this? Happy days. Right, lock that as well. We can put this back in there. days! Good progress, man. Here you go, that side is done. Yep, happy days. Now there is a screw on there as well, which was, which side was it? Oh, down here. Right, so that one's there, and then of course we need to so we can remove our protective connector. So there we go, and now I can place this back again. Now let's put it back on. That is solid. Now we start getting days. And now that boy back on. Yep, that's there. So that's there. Now should move on to right, center console and glove box. We'll do the glove box first, or the center console and then the glove box, it doesn't matter really. which order we do them in. Before this, and the other one I can put on after anyway, so let's just do this. There we go. Then we have these two for the top. There. I think I need to look at the heater controls for that. Oh, they're just only them two connectors. So I don't want to put anything on there, I don't want to scratch it. Where did that one go? Where did this go? Right, so we are getting very close. Yeah, literally. Or retrim it basically. Yeah.
Stick it back vinyl over the top now, bit of filler, smooth it down nice.
You dodgy guy.
I still think we should do that thing with the headlights on
Huh? There you go. There it is. Now there is 2 8mm on that one. And there one. Happy days. Now we can connect these wires and push this back in. Happy days. So that part is done. Now move on to this. So this one was pretty simple and straight forward. Was this one? No, that was okay. Where was this one? So that one's in. Now for this one, so we have that connector over there, them two there, and this one comes out over there. So happy days. Right, now that's in the right place, we can screw this in. And at this point, so there we go, and there we go. Now for that is we have these 4 bolts. But dashboard replacement is an absolute nightmare every single time. But we have done this one, almost there. One, and there we go, and that is all connected. Now we need to take this back off. And we had the Torx. And then this one's going to be tricky, so I'll leave that for a second. And let's do the pillars. Oh, we can leave the pillars because they're going to come off again anyway, so yeah, leave the pillars like that. Because we have to remove the headliner, so it saves us a bit of time removing them. That can go back in the glove box. Malaki trim something. Right, so this one clips in like that. And then there is footwell light that goes over there like that. And then everything else is built in. And they have 3 screws, one's over there. Happy days. So we have completed the dashboard replacement. We're going to give you a quick wipe down as well, but I need to put that trim on. Man, I got so excited in the process that I completely forgot the trim. But anyways, let's give the car a start to make sure it even starts and all these functions and buttons are working. We need to put the trim on that side as well, so let's do that. We'll come back to this. So time to reconnect the battery. Door is open just in case. Oh man, oh, where is the connector? Here we go. Right, so that's that. And the last bit would be to, oh boy, I need an extension bar for this. Let me do that quickly and we can start the car. Make sure it still starts. Happy days. Thus, in. Time to quickly give this a tight. Happy days. And now parking brake fold, this fold. That works. Ah, of course. The battery, everything is plugged back in, and give it a start. So everything is working fine. Yes, that's what the plate is for. It's for the cup holders. Yeah, so I need to screw the cup holders in, which are 2 screws, which I will do in a minute. But we have done enough for today. Obviously we still need to remove the headliner, replace both head curtain airbags, and then we have the front bonnet, bumper, brackets, headlight, and the finishing touches. Also, I do have the rear diffuser. I was going to put it on today, but the problem is obviously this one took so long. I don't have enough time. You know, I need a break. I might still put it on. So at the moment there's no diffuser there. The diffuser is currently waiting over there, the original one. So that's going to go back on the car. And then obviously we need to start prepping the car for the wrap and stuff as well. So the front bonnet, headlights, bumper. Obviously we need to do like the curtain airbags and stuff, but the major job like the dashboard and stuff is out of the way. The next stuffs are bonnets, headlights, and we can get this car finished off. And of course, what do you guys think about my little B-Tech wrap here? So I was just experimenting to see how these panels will look in black, because on these RWS models they come body color, which is, you know, same color as the car. But yeah, I'm thinking obviously when we do wrap the car, which we will be very soon, these panels are going to go black, gloss black, so it matches these trims, and the rest of the car is going to be an absolutely crazy color, which I can't really say anything about yet. It is delivered, it is with us, but we're just waiting for these parts to finish off, and then we can start wrapping the car. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video. I know it was a long one. Hope you learned something new. It's not an easy job, but we got it out of the way, and we shall see you in the next one.